It was yet another Thursday afternoon at my local middle school. The same old schedule and routine I had been told to follow for the past 8 years of my life. I was sitting in my math class, listening to my math teacher talk about quadratics when I wasn't really into the subject. So I just really decided to just look at the wall. I didn't want to pay attention to class anymore. For around 8 years and for 7 hours a day, I was listening to lectures, writing notes, and preparing for tests. I decided this couldn't be the way I learned things. I had to make a change. So, me and my friends decided to go on a FaceTime and help each other out. I was going to make a peer homework group to help put a creative twist on learning material. From this group, we'd be able to share thoughts, help anyone in need, and also talk about anything we would like. For example, I texted my friends at 6 o'clock saying to hop on a FaceTime because I needed help with something. They all shared their thoughts, and it really made a better sense of the topic. This enhanced my learning because I wasn't really just memorizing and forgetting the material. I was actually storing the material in the back of my head. This creative contribution of people's minds really helped learning become much easier. These things could include starting new clubs or even sharing your ideas with other students to help you get a better sense of the topic. Hi, my name is Alexander Carnevale, and I'm going to be talking about how students can maintain a creative mind. School is a very tough and challenging time for young adults who want to learn. Instead, I give a way that makes school more enjoyable, the little thing I like to call a creative twist. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this important but unique topic. Learning is one of those things that is really important for humans to adapt to and evolve as a species. From our basic education system, learning for young adults and kids has been the same for hundreds of years. Young adults such as myself aren't really receiving the information that we need in order to get us ready for the future. Our education systems are sticking in the past and aren't really preparing us for the future ahead of us. For example, if you look at a classroom from 100 years ago, say that picture right there, and you look at a classroom from today, there isn't really a difference at all. Systems and students nowadays need to create a better environment for unique and creative learning. Sticking towards the past isn't going to really help our species in the future. Creativity is what humans need to adapt to, and that we can only receive from our schools. Creativity is really the basis for our young lives' future. In order for us to succeed in life, we really need to push into the future and not go behind us into the past. This is why I decided to make this TED Talk in order to help students make creative learning that would help them push into the future. Students have to create their own ways of making learning and more enjoyable. Well, some of you might be asking, how can I, as a student, benefit from learning by adding creativity to it? What are these ways of boosting creative learning? Students benefit greatly from different and unique creative learning. This is because their students aren't really just learning and forgetting the material. They're learning for a more unique experience, which is why that moment becomes something out of the ordinary. These creative experiences could be from joining different clubs or even going on a FaceTime with a couple of friends and knocking ideas off of one another. This creates a different learning environment from just listening to talks, writing notes, and staring at the wall and doing all that. While people are learning, you can create it more enjoyable and make it something that you will remember. By just talking with students, teens can really understand the learning that they're trying to be taught. We aren't just memorizing for the sake of memorizing anymore. We're actually remembering the material, and that will help benefit our society later because we've learned so much from creative and unique learning. Students have to make their school more fun and enjoyable. Environment. The environment is so crucial so that we don't forget the material that we're being taught. My TED Talk isn't really just to complain about how bad the curriculum is, No, the curriculum and system are fine. It's really what the students will do with the learning so that they remember it and not forget it. I think of school as a way to solve your own problems. You aren't really just going to be handed all the answers anymore. It has to be you who finds all those answers and remembers them. You have to be the one that takes matters into their own hands and makes creative a more learning experience. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk, and I hope you put a creative twist on some learning